Okay, I'm going to go back on the record. This is State versus Scot Peterson, 197166 CF10A. I have Ms. Gomes, Mr. Killer, and Mr. Klinger present for the state. I have Mr. Iglarsh present with Mr. Peterson, who likewise is present. We are outside the presence of the jury. It's my understanding the jury is buzzed that they have reached verdicts. It would be my intention to have the court deputy retrieve the jury. If in fact they have reached verdicts, I'm going to ask him to ask the foreperson to take those verdict forms and fold them in half. I'm going to have the jury return to the courtroom. I'm going to ask them if they've reached verdicts, and if so, if the foreperson can please, again, take those verdict forms, fold them in half, and give them to the court deputy, who will then give them to me. I will then review the verdict forms. If they are complete, I will publish the verdicts. After that, I will read 4.2, instructions upon discharge of jury. I'm then going to dismiss the jurors with my great thanks for their time, effort, and energy. I have certificates and letters that I'm going to give to each of them.
All right, perhaps we lost a little bit of audio as the judge is basically...
sealing of the jury information. I'll address that with the parties afterwards. And then once the jury has been discharged, I'll proceed further depending on the outcome. State, any objection to proceeding in that manner or any other request that you have? No, Your Honor. Defense, any objection to proceeding in that manner or any other request that you have? No, Your Honor. Okay, I'll just address the gallery real quick. Again, everyone's behavior has been exemplary up to this point. I'm sure it will continue to do so. I am certainly aware of the emotion of the case on all sides. Depending on the outcome, whatever that outcome may be, there's certain things that the law will require me to do. If anyone is not going to be able to conform their conduct with the proper decorum that's been required throughout the trial, based on the outcome, if it's not an outcome that they desired, anything that will prevent me from doing what I need to do going forward, I'm going to have to ask BSO to escort those people out of the courtroom. I do not want to do that. So if there's someone that thinks they cannot do that and they would like to step out at this point before I bring the jury back in, now is the time to do that, okay? Okay, please bring the jury back in.
Okay, so we're going to the seal to protect the identity, of course, of the jury. The Judge Fine gave instructions on what is typical to happen in the reading of a verdict. So as Brandon is watching along with us, he's of course our reporter covering the story from the very beginning, reminding us that there are only 6 jurors. So they'll file in pretty quickly, they'll sit down, and the verdict will be given to the foreperson, and which will be read. Something also to note as we're waiting for the jury to be seated, the prosecution said, and this is very poignant, basically their entire case, the prosecution said every parent who dropped off their child that morning of the shooting expected Scot Peterson to protect the students. Therefore, he's a caregiver. His attorney, who's there on the right with his head back a little bit, Scot Peterson's attorney said Scot Peterson was not responsible for feeding or clothing the students, so he was not their caregiver. That's basically the bottom line of what the jury had to decide. Was the man on the left the caregiver to those students on the day of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting? That's the question. No one in this room knows what the verdict is. They've been deliberating for a little over 20 hours, 4 days. And as Brandon mentioned, and I mentioned too, they didn't ask any questions the last 2 days, although they did look at the surveillance video a few times. And this is that video to the left. And it shows basically the gunman and where Scot Peterson was, as the prosecution says, hiding for over 40 minutes while the gunman went on a rampage. So again, the charges are very, very serious. He's standing up. Everybody's standing up because the jury is entering. Let's listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Come on in. Once you're back at those seats, you may be seated. All the parties may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my understanding that you have reached unanimous verdicts. If in fact that is the case, if I could get the foreperson to fold those verdict forms in half and give them to the court deputy, who will then give those verdict forms to me, please. Okay, the verdict forms are complete. I will now publish them. They read as follows. In the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit in and for Broward County, Florida, case number 19-7166 CF10A, State of Florida Plaintiff versus Scot Peterson Defendant, verdict, count 1. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 2. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 3. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 4. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 5. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 6. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 7. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 8. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 9. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 10. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Verdict, count 11. We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is not guilty. So say we all this 29th day of June 2023 at Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to address you only by the numbers that are on the back of your badges. Juror number 1, are these your true verdicts?
Yes, they are.
Juror number 2, are these your true verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 4, are these your true verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 5, are these your true verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 6, are these your true verdicts?
Yes.
Juror number 7, are these your true verdicts?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's